Hi, artists and makers of beautiful things. Welcome. This class is going to make you paint, and this class is going to make you connect. And this class, I hope, is going to make you believe in your life again as a mean of self-expression. And after the 112 days, I hope you believe in your life. First off, if you've never done a class with me, a mindful art or a creative leaps class with me, the philosophy is quite different than like your basic watercolor one-on-one. I got asked the other day on a podcast, why did I paint and why did I have this need to self-express? And I was sitting there and I was kind of like, well, why am I alive? Like, why am I breathing? Anything in mindfulness or art really is about your breath. It's about your life, our soul life. So this class is not going to give you technique. We are painting to help us live, to help us be well. And it's a necessity to help a clearer conduit to our deeper life. Really is about the process as well. It's not about the end product. So we're not painting 112 paintings to get better. We're painting to access our truth. We're painting to make us feel whole. It's not the art that's being taught to you in art school. What's dormant inside you, and take it out of you and into the world. The word dormant in French is dormir. You know, when dormant, it's sleeping inside you. And really, by painting every day, or painting, 9 paintings a month, I've calculated that we're going to do in this class, you're waking this up. So you're waking up to your life that was already there. So I want to take you in my process as I do these, but I'm not going to do one video for every 112 days, because this class is really about your own personal expression. I already had a student that emailed me, she didn't have watercolors, so she used her pastels. And I'm like, that is great. I want you to think of this course as like getting on a train and doing like a cross-country tour in the Americas, aware of your surroundings and what's coming up for you. Making art for me is really much into a sense of self-introspection and self-awareness. So if you find yourself like speeding up, slow it down. If you find yourself being super like self-judgmental and critique, like watch that train of thought and sit with that for a moment. There's lots and lots to be learned this year. My teachers have taught me that when you nurture a personal sense of self-expression, there lies the connection that we seek. There you can live in your life and believe in your life. Believe in your life. Just love that. I'm going to let you in on my own process as I go through these with you. I do want you to know, for the 112 days of painting meditation, it's my own study. So there's not going to be a schedule on the painting. There's going to be for sure 9 paintings a month, but sometimes I might give them to you right on the 8th every month. And sometimes you might have to wait a little. And then that's when I really encourage you to look at the other course and look at the other prompts. There's so much on the art channel to explore. So here is the book, The Radiant Sutras by Lauren Roach, that I will be referring to for all 112 paintings. So there are sutras, and sutras are tools of thoughts. I'm actually using the yew trees, and the yew trees are kind of like mantras, if you will. They call them in there, they call it tools of transmission and illumination. For the 112 days of painting meditation, you will get a Sanskrit word. Oh, actually, these are a whole 112 days. And you have to understand that each Sanskrit word, Sanskrit is the old yoga language, means so much. There's so much visualization, so much richness, so much bubbly goodness. So the words that I'm saying, putting in your prompts, and sometimes it'll be like a sentence, it's just to live in what's inside you, bubbling in you. Alright, through day one with you and how I've done it so far. So day one in this book is prana. And here they call it illuminations and invitation and practice of transmission. So they're kind of every day on there is supposed to be just that. Like think of yourself like going into a room, it's super dark. And when you paint, it's like the light switch go off and it's super bright. So I read what prana has to say. If you've been on the site, you know day one was prana. And then from there, I take some notes into my journal. And from my notes, then I write the prompts for you guys to get kind of ignited on that. And then my painting for prana was this one. Now, I always start with a pencil, and I've been really literal lately into my paintings, meaning there's very figurative, right? This is a lady, there's whales, and there's birds, and so I will go ahead and a pencil and kind of draw that out. And then I'll take my watercolors. I have this one, and I have these ones that are a bit expensive. You don't need them if you're just starting out. And I just want to show you one other painting that's underway. Like this is a painting that has no ink on it. So I just, did my watercolors. And then I'll take my Sharpies and I'll go over and put the Sharpie, I call it the ink, on top. That being said, you can totally I'm going to do each day as well as abstract. So I don't want you to think like these, obviously, they don't take me 5 minutes. I encourage at least 5 minutes for each painting. But obviously these must take me like an hour each, right? Maybe even more. So that's why I want you to know that you could complete and to not underestimate, doing less than, whatever you have time for. But this was one of my days. Was for prana, or maybe, this one was for prana. So, and when I did this one too, I read the prompt and then I just did whatever wanted out of me. And does that look like what I'm trying to say? Not really, but it's out there and it's my own personal form of self-expression. So this course, so there's so many different ways. This course is so wide. I post my own art because maybe you would get inspired by that. Like maybe you would get inspired by like the wind in her hair and like the bird or the stairs. And I'm painting this because it's like my own study into the word of painting meditation. And what I do to feel in the flow and what I do to feel connected to what's inside me. And I believe more than ever that my meditation is painting. If you go on the She Quest podcast, there's an episode with my dad. And we talk about this, how just the different ways, like meditation doesn't mean you're sitting down, your butt down, and you like om for, hours on end. So I really see this work as meditation. It grounds me, it up-levels me, it uplifts me. I don't know what I would do without my painting practice. And I'm hoping with the 112 days that you too get to nourish that connection with your own personal, unique self-expression and see how it unfolds throughout. I was telling another student, like a success story for me of the painting meditation, like even if out of the like 112 you did 5, but in those 5 paintings you got to really connect with that. For me, that would be a success. So the work like this, soul work, this for me is soul work. That stuff, it's never completed. And a lot of my work lately really has been to remind students that, like it's ever evolving. And perhaps that's why I never gave up on it, because now I really realize it's all about the process. And in the end, it's not about, improving anything. It's just about accepting and sitting on what you have. So I hope that opened up a bit more the project. And I love getting always your feedback. Let me know if you want a bit more videos. I'll be open to doing that. But really, that's kind of my process. If you want to get that book, you can if you're a yoga geek like me, but you don't have to. Like, I mean, those in itself can be beautiful mantras to have. If you want to journal on the prompts, I would recommend it. We do lots of that in She Quest membership. Yeah. I love you. Bye. Happy painting.